going on, everyone? I hope that all of you are doing well and that you're all having a great day. And with that in mind, I want to talk about something that I feel needs to be addressed whether you like it or not, or whether you want it to happen or not, and I'm talking about Han Solo. Han played a huge part in The Force Awakens in his relationships with both Kylo Ren and Rey, and we saw his life come to an end that left some fans heartbroken and others outraged. I was more on the heartbroken side, but I also had heard the rumor before I saw the film that he would sign on to the film, that one of his terms for doing the film was that he had to have his character killed off. And if that was true, then Harrison got his wish. So why are we talking about how Han could appear in The Last Jedi if we know he's dead? And before anybody says anything about this in the comments, I want to stress this: no, he will not be returning as a Force ghost. No, not going to happen. We're going to crush that right here, right now. No Han Solo Force Ghost. However, we don't need to have him as a Force Ghost because one of the latest potential leaks and rumors floating around out there that I actually made a video on because I was wanting to get everybody's feedback and thoughts on it. So check that out with the card up on screen. And in that video, I go over the potentially leaked Forcebacks from The Last Jedi, but I realized that I didn't talk about the Kylo one involving Han Solo as much as I probably should have in that video. So we're going to do that here and go over how Han could appear and why it would make sense with Kylo's character. So for those of you who haven't heard the rumored Forceback scene with Kylo, I'm going to read that to you guys now. And for those of you who have heard it, consider this a refresher. So Kylo is in his private quarters, similar to the way he was in The Force Awakens when he was talking to Darth Vader's helmet. You see himself with Han as a young boy, sitting in the co-pilot seat of the Falcon. Han has a couple of lines that you don't see his face, just Ben looking up towards the pilot seat. Don't tell your mother, Han's only line when he motions for Ben to try piloting. You then hear Han's line from The Force Awakens, come back, we miss you, as it shows Han touching Kylo's face after he's been impaled with Kylo's lightsaber. It ends here. Then back in reality, Kylo crushes his helmet. So this Forceback includes Han, and one of the things I've been trying to say, and that I have been saying for I don't know how long, is that one of the things we heard when Harrison signed on to The Force Awakens, and I don't know if this is true, we can't confirm this because we can't, physically see the contract, was that it was a 2-movie deal when he signed on for The Force Awakens with Disney. If there's a couple of new lines of dialogue where we don't see his face, that counts that he's in the movie. And whether we see Ben looking up at him without seeing Han's face, we could still see the rest of his body, which would still include Han being in the film, whether or not it's Harrison Ford standing there portraying it. So, don't tell your mother would certainly be a new line, that's no doubt. So there's no doubt in my mind that at some point in this film, Rian Johnson absolutely he can't ignore this, has to deal with Kylo killing Han. It's not something that Kylo can simply just walk away from and pretend never happened. The novelization of The Force Awakens even told us that he felt weak afterwards rather than powerful and strong as he suspected he would have felt and believed that he should have felt when he killed Han. He wanted the darkness to completely consume him, and that did not happen at all. That didn't work out in Kylo's favor. So this would trigger Kylo to reevaluate his actions and to embark on a journey of memories past on what his father actually had done and what he really was, without this dark side cloud placed over Han's head by Snoke that was impairing Kylo's judgment of him. So referencing back to the description of the Forceback, the last thing Kylo will see in this Forceback is Han touching his face after Kylo is impaled with his lightsaber. So this would physically be Harrison Ford, but if Kylo was a kid during the pilot scene, then it could just be a stand-in actor with, the same outfit as Han that he would wear without seeing his face. Because Kylo would have been a lot younger. Obviously, he would have been a kid, and so would Han. Han would have been a little younger as well. Doesn't mean they couldn't use Harrison Ford. They definitely could, but we're going to see how that plays out, I guess, in a short few months. So referencing back to that description, again, this is obviously going to put Kylo in a very conflicted place emotionally because he wants to be this great dark side warrior, but there's no way he's going to be able to get rid of that pull to the light that he felt in The Force Awakens completely, especially after killing Han. The other way we know Kylo is very emotionally unstable here is that after his Forceback, he crushes his helmet, which we saw in the trailer. He crushes his helmet, and this physically shows and symbolizes that Kylo is literally being torn apart more than he was when he told Han that in The Force Awakens. Because think about it. The way Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, separates himself from this dark side warrior Kylo Ren is with this mask. He can take the mask off, and when he did that with Han, he showed him his son. So that just proves that the symbol is there. Kylo Ren with a mask. Ben Solo, as we saw him with Han when Han asked him to show him his son, that was then. So if Han is going to be back, it won't be a memorial procession. We may see one of those for him, but he can't be in it since the base, Starkiller base, blew up. So they would have no body to show for that, but they could still have a funeral, a memorial, some type of way to honor Han in this film without the Forceback. So if he's going to appear in The Last Jedi, it would have to be in a Forceback. That's how it would have to be done. So that wraps things up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up. Hit that bell if you're a daily coffee drinker and want to see a new video, be one of the first to see it when it's uploaded. YouTube kind of screwed a lot of creators over by not putting all of our videos and pushing them to your sub box, so you don't even know sometimes when we upload a video unless you get that bell and specifically come to our channel to check it out. So that's that. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, keep loving Star Wars. Peace.